Motie Japoma Radio Adeshima.
Titi Wobika, Titi Wobichre, Japoma Radio, Moyeso.
Out of the transmitter, through the air, into your radio. Nothing but net.
Midday News Live on Japoma Radio GH. Follow us on Facebook and then on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, Instagram, Japoma.radio.gh, YouTube, King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store on your phone. The headlines: Bagbin urged MPs to go to court over Deputy Speaker voting rights on February 15th. NPP needs to win back the confidence of Ghanaians. Vote Kwabena Ejapong. Ghanaian youth haven't lost hope in MPP Semira Baromia, and Techima North MP support police. There's some more coming up on your way. I am Josephine Nate. Details shortly. Welcome back. The news in details. On February 15, 2022, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin returned to the House after a medical checkup in the United Arab Emirates. He left Accra for Dubai on January 29 and was back to preside over sittings. When he arrived in the chamber and after the prayer session, he got down to business. Bagbin read two deleted pieces of communications from the presidings relative to travel by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, informing him, the House, for the matter about travels to Ethiopia for the ordinary session of the African Union and a 10-day official trip across Europe and to Guyana. Bagbin then proceeded to explain why there was a need to streamline channels of communication, especially from the presidency to the House and vice versa. It brought him to a topical point at the time relative to whether or not Deputy Speaker should have voting rights. He urged MPs to work at seeking interpretation of a certain ruling from the court. So I would want to urge you all to still continue to maintain cool heads. Let us think through this matter together and find solution to some of the conceptual challenges that the Constitution has imposed on the country, he stated. Osei Chamberlain-Sabonsu, Majority Leader and Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, has disclosed that there is a push for constitutional amendment to who becomes a Speaker of the House. According to him, there are moves to secure changes to the law to make the position of Speaker a rule reserved for the sitting MPs. In an interview last week, he stressed that the Speaker enjoyed privileges that his two deputies do not in terms of his emolument. For instance, he is quick to point out the restrictions the Speaker also faces because he is unable to represent the House in the regional parliament. In addressing the recent ruling by the Supreme Court allowing deputy speakers of the House to vote and be counted to form quorum, he expressed arguments citing portions of the 1992 Constitution. Former President John Mahama has said the recent ruling by the Supreme Court that presiding deputy speakers can vote on a matter on the floor of Parliament has observed implementation, among which is the scenario of a presiding deputy speaker vice voting on a matter on the floor of the House and still being the referee that determines which side of the House puts the loudest aye or noise. In a anonymous decision on Wednesday, 9th March 2022, the Apex Court of 7 Justice presided over by Jones Doche held that upon a thorough and proper interpretation of Article 103 and 104 of the 1992 Constitution, a Deputy Speaker who is a Member of Parliament does not lose his right to take part in decision-making in Parliament. Former General Secretary for the New Patriotic Party (NPP), Kwabena Ejapong, has admonished persons interested in contesting for the flag bearership position in the party to respect the mandate of the people of Ghana. According to him, the people of Ghana have given the party a mandate to ensure that their lives are made better by the people who have been given appointment to different positions, and therefore there is the need for a focus on the work. He believes that NPP should not come across as a party that is more focused on campaign, but rather developing on their promises. Kwabena Ejapong said in his estimate, a focus on making the economy better will win the confidence of the people of Ghana back. We take a break. Please stay tuned. Welcome back from that short break. Now on to some local news. Second Lady of Ghana, Samira Bawumia, has said that the youth in Ghana still have hope in the New Patriotic Party (NPP). She says this belief emanates from the fact that the party is one that focuses on the growth and development of the young people. Samira Bawumia, who was vocal for the New Patriotic Party in its 2016 campaign that promised Ghanaians a better life, was at the Youth Forum organized by the NPP UK Youth Wings in London. To her, she is excited by the enthusiasm of the youth. The Second Lady, in a post shared on social media, said, "I was excited to join several Ghanaian youth at the Youth Forum organized by the NPP UK Youth Wing in London." The Central Regional Police Commander has arrested a 42-year-old driver who was captured in a viral video assaulting an alleged female sex worker. On Saturday, March 12, 2022, the said viral video, in which the driver, now identified as Godwin Bayo, alias Yao, was captured by an eyewitness abusing the woman believed to be a commercial sex worker. The eyewitness is heard on multiple occasions confronting the said driver as he further assaults his victim, who is also seen bleeding furiously and sporting a battered face. An update issued on the Facebook page of the Ghana Police Service said the driver was arrested after the victim lodged a complaint with the Cape Coast Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit, DAVSU. Away from that, Madam Elizabeth Ofosu Ejiri, Member of Parliament MP for Techiman North, has donated an Apsonic motorbike to support policing in the area. The MP said the gesture was to urge the mobilized patrol to improve security in the area. She indicated her appreciation to the office and men of the command for the professional discharge of their functions. She called on individuals and organizations to support the security agencies in their respective communities, as security was a shared responsibility. The Deputy Commissioner of Police DCOP Moses Atibila, Regional Police Commander for Bono East, receiving the item on behalf of the Commander and Police Administration, expressed his profound gratitude to the MP to the kind gesture. He said the benevolence was morale boosted, and such is called on other individuals and organizations, particularly within the region, to emulate. Away from that, a painter who defiled his girlfriend's 13-year-old daughter has been sentenced to 20 years imprisonment by an Adentan Circuit Court. Fred Akwe, 54, is said to have defiled the victim on 2 occasions after his girlfriend had gone to church. Charged with defilement, Akwe pleaded guilty with explanation. He said he went to pour water on the victim in the bathroom when she told him she was feeling warm. On the 2nd occasion, Akwe said he could not tell what happened before he had sex with the girl. The court, presided over by Ms. Sedinam Awo Balaka, held that the accused confirmed his guilty. Prosecuting Inspector Gloria Eyim said the complainant, 32-year-old businesswoman, resided at Odumasi Krobo with the victim, a junior high school student. She said in December 2021, the victim visited her mother at Amanfrom while on a vacation and met the accused, now convict, as the boyfriend of her mother. The complainant noticed some changes on her and she quizzed her. Victim informed complainant that it was Akwe had sex with her on 2 occasions while her mother had gone to church. Akwe was arrested and he admitted the offense in his charge statement. We take a break. When we come back, is the business news. Welcome back from that short break. Now on to some business news. The Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited and the Ministry of Trade and Industry has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Stella Holding Pet Limited of Singapore on redeveloping the trade fair site in Accra. Specifically under the agreement, Stella Holding Pet Limited has been mandated by the government of Ghana to redevelop the trade fair site into a mixed-use modern facility with a first-class convention center, exhibition facilities and supporting facilities. Phase 1 under the MOU will focus on developing the convention center and exhibition halls for hold the World Economic Forum, Africa, with Phase 2, also looking at facilities including luxury hotels, high-end malls, and other residential and commercial development. Now on to some international news. Former United States President Barack Obama has tested positive for COVID-19. The news was posted by himself on his social media handle late Sunday, March 13, 2022. The post read, "I just tested positive for COVID. I have had scratchy throat for a couple days, just I'm feeling fine otherwise. Michelle and I are grateful to be vaccinated and boosted, and she has tested negative," his post added. He further appealed to Americans to get vaccinated despite the incremental drop in infection. His It's a reminder to get vaccinated if you haven't already, even as cases go down. The US is one of the most important countries in the world by ways of closed and details. The country has reloaded close to 80 million infections with over 966,000 deaths. We take a break. When we come back is the entertainment news. Welcome back from that short break. Now on to some entertainment news. Ghanaian socialite and TV presenter Efia Schwarzenegger landed a slap on a man's face during her father's funeral. The funeral took place at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Park. In a video that was showed on Instagram, it is unclear what may have triggered between Efia and the young man who donned a white shirt, black shorts and a kuje on his head. According to some reports shared by some people, which is yet to be confirmed, the young man made a move to collect wands of cash that were showered on Efia Schwarzenegger. Let's take a look at the video. Be all for the afternoon news, but before we go, let's take a recap of our top stories. Bagbin urged MPs to go to court over Deputy Speaker voting rights on February 15th. NPP needs to win back the confidence of Ghanaians' vote. Kwabena Ejapon. Ghanaian youth haven't lost hope in NPP. Semira Baumia and Tachima North MP support police. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and then on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, YouTube, King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store on your phone. I am Josephine Nate. Have a good afternoon.